Good morning, everyone. I am back with another process video featuring photos from my trip to Scotland. So these are still from Edinburgh, and I feel like it's taken me forever to work through some of these. And that's not to say I'm not enjoying it, I am, but there are a lot of photos. So we're doing yet another 6x8 pocket page layout spread today, both sides here, because I have so many photos. Now, in addition to these photos, I also have these two cards. Normally, I do my journaling off camera, but for this one of the pictures, where is it here? It's this one, was of this Livingstone statue. And I knew I had heard something about it when I was there, but I didn't remember, and sadly, did not write it in my traveler's notebook, which, speaking of which, I want to just plug that for a little bit. So this was what I carried when I was there to make notes. So it was quite full, but for some reason I didn't put it in there. So I had to look it up. So I found out the history of it and everything, and then it came back to me, but I thought I better do this journaling card right now before I forget what I just read. So I wrote all that out, and then I decided, well, since I'm working on it, I might as well ink around the edge, and I used my Sahara sand from Stampin' Up. I actually just got a new one. My other one was very, very old and falling apart, so this is a new one. So I did that, and I stamped from where I stand, because all of these are pictures of what I was seeing from down below. Everything was on a huge scale. The Scott Memorial, everything that's in Prince's Gardens, really, in Edinburgh, everything is pretty large scale. Even this statue, you can kind of tell here. So I thought that that was fitting. So I have all those, and then this is the only 4x6 I have that will really go here. And we saw this as we kind of started walking away from the monuments in the gardens area, so that's fitting. So I know that one obviously has to go there, but I need to figure out how I'm going to place all of these other photos. Okay, I'm back. I think I have figured out that this is how I'm going to lay out all of these items. I really wanted the left side to stay about the Scott Memorial because we weren't quite done there yet. And then this page is after we started walking away. Now this actually isn't inside Prince's Street Garden or the memorial, but it's right across the street. So I figured that was okay to put that in there with it. And then my journaling card will go down here. Now one of the things I actually liked is these both have green elements. And originally I had this over here. Then they were both on the same page. Plus it would make me move this photo over here, which I didn't want to do. So I went with these four over here and then these three items over here. For this card, I did ink this one around the edge with Sahara sand as well. And then I just added this little puffy sticker that says this with a heart because I did love Scotland. I could live there very easily. So my next task after figuring that out is this corner, I think, or this one, maybe this one because this is close to the journaling. I've got some dead space here. The building is beautiful, but it's not really what the picture is about. The picture was about seeing this bus. So I think I'm going to put some kind of a label or a tag in this corner. So I've pulled out my little container here, and this is just a cup, and it clips onto the side of a Raskog cart. So it's from IKEA if anybody's looking, and then they just hang on the side, which makes it very convenient. I'm just going to pull out some of these, and these are all tags or labels that are blank. They don't have a date, they don't say anything, they're just plain. So I'm going to look through here and see if I can find one that I can staple onto this photo. I found this label, and I think this is the one I'm going to go with. I like it because it's got kind of this fake tape looking thing here, which kind of adds just a tad of color. I mean, it's pretty neutral, but it adds a little bit of color. And then the outside of it is still blue, so it matches with everything. And when I hold it up there, I think it'll look nice because those little black fake staples work with the black bus. And so I'm just going to write on here, this would have been fun. We saw the bus and we thought, well, how do we get in on that tour? That sounds interesting. But we spent so much time walking every day. And with the time difference for us, it was just too much. We just couldn't fit that in, and we were just exhausted by the end of every day where we just were like, okay, after dinner, we're going to bed, or we're just going to hang out in our hotel room. So we didn't do it, but I wanted to say this would have been fun. I think I'll just, let's see, this would have been fun. I think I have to go on two rows here. So this would have been, oh, my B's a little short. There. Ben. Fun. There. I'm just going to leave it at that, and then I'm going to attach it. So I need my attacher and my adhesive. Oh, you know what? I think I should ink that one too, just so it kind of matches. I've adhered it to the photo. I did decide to go in the upper right-hand corner, and I'm going to try to put the staple in pretty close to what it shows. If there's a little overlap, you know, that's okay. And I actually have the one from Stampin' Up, which I believe they have discontinued, but I've heard that other mini staples will work. So I'm not going to panic about it. All right, so you can see there's a tiny little bit of overlap there, but it's pretty darn close, so I'm happy with that. So now we'll do the other one. There. Oh, I like it. All right, so that's going to go in this pocket. If my lovely camera here on my iPad would focus, there we go. So that's going to go in this pocket. And then we'll have these up here. I don't think I'm going to add anything else to this one. This is the only open space, and I really like that art, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that. So in working on this page, I had everything put in over here, but I'm working on this page. When I put these back to back, that's what's on the other side, I realized this is not a true 3x4 card. It's 4, but it's not quite 3. It's a little short. So rather than cut it, because I've got this, you know, a line going around, it would look strange, I think I'm just going to adhere it right to the back of the photo. And I know that might make some people nervous, but I highly doubt that I'm going to rearrange this stuff once it's in there. So I'm just going to put it on and be confident that it'll be fine and that I won't ever have to move it. So I want to get it lined up pretty closely. I think that's good. Just so that you can see a little border on either side. No big deal. All right, so then it's going to go in here. If there weren't that line around the outside, I probably would have tried to cut it just so that there was a border on these sides too, but I didn't want to mess with it. I know myself. I'll keep cutting and cutting, and then it'll be totally uneven and look horrible. So I left it alone. All right, so here's what I have with placement, and I'm still wondering about that photo. I almost feel like maybe I should stamp something up there. Well, you know what? I've got 3 kind of extra things here. I stamped here. I've got this thing. I've got this. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it there. You guys tell me in the comments if you think it still needs something. I'm going to leave it. But if I get comments and some good suggestions, maybe I'll throw something else on there. But for now, I think this is done. This has to be one of the easiest and fastest layouts I've done yet with these photos. So that is excellent. It's a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.